I'm Graydon, and this is BINBUSTER, where I buy, watch, and review budget bin movies for you. I just spoiled what the movie is. Today, it's not necessarily something that's budget-friendly that I bought, but something I got for my anniversary gift. Anniversary, which came out yesterday on Tuesday, which is also on the HBO Max streaming service, where you can also catch this, and part 2 coming up pretty soon of Batman, The Long Halloween. Look at that cover art. I mean, I like that cover art. You see Catwoman, you see Batman, you see a pumpkin with the bat symbol on his mouth, and you see the half a Joker's face. I wonder why they give you half a Joker's face. I wonder whose face will be over here and seen in part 2 when you place them together. Besides the line down the middle, you're going to see the two faces. Nope, I didn't just give it away. If you've read The Long Halloween, you know what the outcome of this movie is. You know what the outcome of part 2 would be. However, for those of you that haven't read it, that's what this review is about. First of all, the synopsis. This movie is about Batman, Captain James Gordon, and District Attorney Harvey Dent tracking down the murderer known as Holiday. Who is Holiday? Well, Holiday is committing murders based around the holiday, like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. Those are the 4 that they go through on here. It starts off on Halloween, and you don't know exactly what it is until that they're fast forwarding. You don't know in this movie. But this movie pays homage to the 1966 Batman TV show, which Long Halloween, believe it or not, had some interesting connections to. The episodes I'm talking about is a 3-part episode in season 2 with Joker and Penguin, where they do crimes based upon the Zodiac. Yeah, every sign of the Zodiac. So there's one sign of the Zodiac with their crimes. Kind of similar to this. I know they didn't probably get the idea for the comic book that this is based off of from there, but it's kind of coincidental. They're both Batman. They both deal with certain things on the calendar. Maybe Julian Day is actually the villain in here. Calendar Man! I'm happy that Calendar Man's in here. Don't get me wrong. That's a positive. It's a very good thing that they put in Calendar Man. Finally, we have Calendar Man. Yeah, I mean, it's only in one movie, but still, it's freaking Calendar Man. You might be like, who's Calendar Man? Calendar Man is a criminal called Julian Day is his real name. Calendar Man is that because he focuses his crimes on certain days of the week, certain months of the year, and certain historical calendar dates. So something like The Long Halloween is just screaming that it's Calendar Man who's the villain. I can guarantee you it's not, because I've read the comic book. I'm not going to try and tell you guys who Holiday is. I might just let you guys try and guess who Holiday is this whole time. So, without further ado, let's get to my goods. I've already started how good this is. The animation styles on here are great. There's one scene where James Gordon and Batman pictures and he's looking at him, and it's actually scenes straight up from the comic book. It's actually shots of the comic book right there. It's like, holy cow, it's some of the scenes where they have, tell you it's like New Year's Day, Christmas, Thanksgiving, are shot for shot from the comic book themselves. That's perfect. Like, this is a blend of, here's a car, well, here's the still painted background. Kind of like what the anime series did in some ways. I love how they mesh several different anime styles in this movie. It's awesome. It makes me, as a Batman fan, and as a DC animated fan, pretty happy. It makes me happy. In this movie, you see the likes of Solomon Grundy in here. He's in the sewers. You see Carmine Falcone. You see Salvatore Boss Maroni even in here. You see Catwoman. You see Batman. You see Alfred. You see Joker. I mean, they go through Arkham. You see some hints of different villains in there. I'm not going to spoil who you see in there. You even have Harvey Dent and his wife Gilda. Believe it or not, Harvey Dent's married and his wife's name is Gilda. And you also see James Gordon's wife Barbara, his daughter Barbara, and his son James. Yeah, think about naming those kids that. So, what's bad about this movie? They tried too hard with the Joker. Honestly, you should have got Mark Hamill. This movie should have been Mark Hamill's and Kevin Conroy's swan song. I understand. As much of a fan of their swan song in The Killing Joke was, this should have been it. Because the actor Troy Baker, who plays Joker, is trying too hard to do the vocal enunciations of Mark Hamill. Albeit, yeah, you could say, oh, he's not trying that. He's doing his own step of Joker. The Joker that the actor that played the Joker in The Dark Knight Returns, 2-part series, actually, I like that voice better than this one. And Jensen Ackles, every time I hear him try and be Batman, I think of him as Red Hood. From Under the Red Hood. Yeah, he tries too hard to try and be Bruce Wayne. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. But you see, those are my only two nitpicks about this movie. I enjoyed it. It's a fun, interesting, good Batman animated movie. Say what you will about the DC universe, the live action one, they have it going on in their animated. Marvel needs to step it up. Yes. And under Disney's umbrella, you think they would. But they don't. This movie, I'm going to give it 4 stars. Yeah, I'm excited for the sequel. I know what's going to happen because this is one of my favorite comic arcs. And believe it or not, this comic arc is what inspired Heath Ledger's Joker in The Dark Knight. Yes, some of those things are based on the Long Halloween. Some of those things with Scarecrow in that series was also based on the Long Halloween. Yes. Oops, I already gave up too much who's actually in part 2. But one thing you guys need to know before I leave. I know you're going to say, oh, I'm going to watch it at home. Yeah, you can. Stay tuned to after the credits, or you can fast forward through the credits. There's a scene back there that sets up for part 2. And who exactly one of the villains is going to be. Let's put it that way. It's a Scream. And I wonder who is doing all these murders. I wonder. If you like this video and want to see more, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the bell notification for more videos like this. I just posted one last Monday, and I do a review every Wednesday. Tell me down below, what did you think of Batman Long Halloween Part 1? Are you excited for Part 2 as much as I am? Comment down below. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to BINBUSTER. We're at 172 and we're growing steadily. And always remember, buy, or do it on your streaming service, Batman The Long Halloween. Make it a movie night and buy the comic book and dive right in.